Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing a get ready with me, but it's pretty detailed. This is my autumn get ready with me, sort of the autumn edit, and I'm going to show you everything that I've been loving and using this sort of autumn, the sort of look that I just keep gravitating towards. Have I brought in? Yeah, I've brought in all the stuff that I need. So what I might do is, because it's going to be rather long, I am going to make it chit-chatty. I'll just sort of get on with it so it's not too long. So I haven't even cleansed my face yet. I mean, I've cleansed it in the bath this morning, but I haven't. I usually have to sort of double cleanse it, and it's just my routine. I don't feel like it's completely done until I've done that. So with a large oval round and some Garnier micellar water, this is the newest. This is the oldest formula. I've not tried the new one yet, and I'm really worried about it because I've heard, well, haven't heard good reviews. So I'm just going to take that, just wipe that all over the face. I don't know whether you can see, but I seem to have got a friend, and I don't get spots at all. And this is the most painful, hard lump in my face I've ever had. I don't know what it could be. It could be diet. It could be changing diet. The fact I'm drinking more water than normal. I don't know, but it's so painful to even touch. So luckily it's not sort of come out too bad. And once I've put concealer on and stuff, it should be absolutely fine. So yeah, I did a look the other day and it really got a good response. And I contoured like I've never contoured before. I think I totally got it on point, and I want to recreate it because I absolutely loved that. So after the micellar water, I know that I don't need to do this step, but again, it's just habit. And it is the Solutions by Avon facial toner. I actually really like this toner. If you have any imperfections, it does sort of sting, but I don't mind that because I always think if something stings, it's working. I don't know where that's come from, but just always feel that way. I always feel that I can't put on my facial oil until I've actually used a toner. I feel like the toner preps my face ready to take in moisture. Whether that is an actual thing or not, I couldn't scientifically tell you. This doesn't sting the eyes, I have to say that, which is good because lots of things do irritate my eyes. Okay. There's one step that I'm not doing in this, and I'll tell you in a reason why not, and I'll get there. Anyway, so the next is, oh, whoops daisy, my Avon Planet Spa facial oil. I always make sure I put this on. So I just take 4 drops, and then I rub, I should have taken my ring off really, but never mind. Rub into my hands to sort of warm it up a bit, and then I just smooth onto the face. 4 or 5 drops works really well for me. If you've got oily skin or are prone to oil, 2 drops maybe would be good enough. But because I usually do all my face, neck with just 4 drops, and I mean 4 drops, I literally hold it and drop it, let it drop 4 times. And I really massage it around the eye area. For some reason, I feel like it really works here for me, and around this area of the face, sort of the chin into neck. That's sort of my problem area for when I usually get hormonal spots. They come here. This is a really odd place to have one, so I don't know where that's come from. And I just massage that in. The next step is, oh goodness me, it's what I dropped. So it's the, I hope that isn't in the video, by the way, because showing me bottom. This is the Botanics Super Serum Radiant Youth. It's good. I use a serum after oil because my skin, it sort of helps the oil go into my skin. So at the moment my skin feels oily, but when I use this, which is the serum, rub it into my hands, 2 pumps. The reason I do 2 pumps is because I do go into my neck. I don't just do my face. You could probably get away with 1 if you're just doing your face. I feel like what it does then is it sinks in the oil for me. And it's always been that way. That isn't my favourite serum, but I have to say it's very, very good. It's £10 or £9.99. And looking at it now, it looks like it's probably there. So as it's a pump, it's going up. So I've only got about this much left. So I'm going to have to look into getting a new serum. I may look at Avon serums, but they're a bit more expensive than £10. So I'm not sure. Anyway, I usually now use my Elemis Radiance Flash Balm as a moisturiser and primer, but I'm testing out for a company the vitamin E sorbet. I do not know which high street store it is. I don't know yet anything about it, and it's a 2-week test, and basically it's like a gel consistency. It's got quite a pleasant smell, but it smells a bit chemically, so I'm not sure if I'm keen on it. I think, because obviously I don't know how it's going to come in the future, this is just a tester pot. I bet it's Olay or Body Shop maybe, because they've got a vitamin E range. Anyway, this sorbet is like a gel consistency, and I've been using it for a little while because it says to replace your current moisturiser. I find the scent a little bit sickly. Luckily I can mention that. Oh God, it feels so nice. It sinks into the skin so nicely. It asked on the paper if it's like making my skin feel plumper, which I feel like it does. I don't think this spot is because of this, because this was here before I started using this, so it's not because of this. So just to point that out. But maybe it will help. It could just be changing weather for me, because my skin does all crazy things in the sort of transition period between summer and autumn. Oh, that is so nice. It's really, really nice. You don't need much. What I had on my finger was probably a bit too much, but it makes your skin feel so soft and lovely. I have to say, this morning I woke up and my skin felt amazing, so I'm really excited to find out what brand this is eventually. I wonder if they'll tell me, or if they change anything like the scent maybe a little bit. The scent's okay. It smells nice at first, but then there's a chemical after scent. It's a little bit too strong if they're going to use that scent, so I'm hoping they might tone that down a bit. But it is really nice. I don't know what vitamin E does for your skin, but I know when I used to use the vitamin E cream by Boots, that was really good for me, so I might start investing in vitamin E again. Anyway, that's by the by. Let's get back to the makeup. That's the thing you all want to know. So I'm going to start by, gosh, it's already 8 minutes in. Sorry, I can't see a thing. I'm going to start with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in number 10. This is lighter than the last one, but still too yellow for me. I've actually now bought it. Oh, that's looking really sore, isn't it? I've now bought it in 15 for on top of my foundation. But I feel like I can't miss this step out now, because I've always used it. Maybe I'll start using my corrector palette properly. At the moment, I'm just trying to get through this before it goes bad. And I'm going to use my my Real Techniques sponge rather than my beauty blender. I'm just trying to get this used up. It's sort of grubby and it's falling apart, but I'm just not ready to throw it away. The beauty blender is the best one, definitely the best one. And if you can save your money and buy one and then buy the cleanser as well, you can use Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap. That works just as well as a cleanser, and I use that on all my sponges. But if you use get the beauty blender, that's one I would recommend. However, this is a close second, because it's still, look how soft it is with just a tiny squeeze. That's what you want, really. So this is damp. I never use a dry one. It's quite huge when it's damp as well, because when you buy it, it's already quite big. The beauty blender's diddy, and it grows when you wet it, which I really like. Anyway, the foundation is, well, it's not a foundation, it's actually a BB cream, but it covers like a foundation. That I'm using is the Maybelline Pure BB Mineral 18-1 Improving BB Base that I got for £1. I've done a review. if I remember, I'll put a little card here. Depends what my phone decides to do. Right. Yay, I've nearly finished this. I've been trying to finish it because it's in a finish something by something, finish 10 by Christmas. And I'd like to try my H&M one. So this is fairly light for my skin, but I use, I prefer the lighter colours to sort of, I'd rather use this and then bronze up than find one that matches my skin exactly. It does sort of match my neck, so that's important, isn't it? I always start on this area because I like to blend it in with my neck. This is probably very, very boring. I'm enjoying the video making, as I've said before, at the moment. I'm really, really enjoying it. And I'm trying to come up with new ideas, and I've had a request, which I'm definitely going to do. What was it? I'll have to remember what it was. I had a request for a video, which I'm definitely going to do. I've done the Avon lip swatch video that I said I would do as well. So that's good, that's done. The concealer I'm using is also in my finish 10 by Christmas Eve. And I've not got much left of it. I don't like this, that's why I'm trying to get it finished. I prefer the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I find this is a bit too light for me. It works, but I don't know, it's just not light in colour. I mean, the texture's too light. It's just a bit watery, but it's also too yellow. So all the Maybelline stuff, their foundations, everything has always been a bit too yellow for me. And I'm not saying I'm pink toned, because I prefer a yellowish foundation, but it just doesn't work. I mean, it has. We're all right at the moment, but yeah, I'm not too keen. So, next up, what do I normally do at this point? I set my face with powder. So I'm actually using a mattifying setting powder by Gosh. It's a primer and mattifying powder. But I try not to use a lot, and then I usually put a primer on top. So using my large powder brush, and then just dabbing that all over my face. Whenever I use powder, I dab it on with a brush. I never, oh dear, that was too much. Oh God, it's gone everywhere. I never use sweeping motions because it sort of disturbs the makeup underneath. There we go. I do like these though. These setting powders, a bit like the Makeup Forever HD powder. This sort of finely milled white translucent powder I really prefer. I love my Bourjois Java Rice powder, and it's got a little bit of, it's like an illuminating powder, and I do love that as well. But this has got a definite sort of taking you down to a very flawless finish. That sorbet, oh, it's so good. I wonder when it comes out, I'll have to let you know what it is, or if I know at all myself. So contour, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. It is my absolute favourite. As you can see here, I've really worked on it. And I'm going to hit pan on a few of the others. So starting with, oh, I've forgotten the brush. Just bear with me. I'm back, and I've actually just realised that I've forgotten one step that I like to do. So like I say, I've put on a mattifying powder, but my skin is rather dry. So I like to use the Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray by Makeup Revolution. This is actually very good. I think I prefer this to, well, I've done a comparison actually on my blog. I prefer this, the scent and the way it works on my face, to the Avon setting spray, which I think is a bit sticky. That's really nice and refreshing. Anyway, so now that's sort of dried down a little bit, I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush. That's exactly what it is. And I'm going to use this, and I'm going to follow this sort of shadow here. What I did last time, and what I haven't done before, but it seems to be working, is I sort of moved upwards. So I started here, and I brought the contour down and round, which I've never done before. I've sort of just done it as a line there. But now I want to move that contour around the face like this, so that it creates that cheekbone there. I know this is rather dark, but I'm going to blend it down and blend it up. So I take that contour and I blend it down into my neck here, and then up my temples, or up towards my temples. So that's the three. That's the when it comes to contouring, you do it in a 3 motion. So like this. Don't worry, this will be blended further, but to be fair, when my head, look, you can see the difference already. There's the top of my cheekbone, which I don't have, and there's the shadow. It is quite a heavy contour swatch, but I will blend it all together eventually, so don't worry. If you're trying this for the first time, you know, definitely give it a go. Don't worry about putting too much on, because, you know, you can blend it out. There's nothing stopping you, which I really like that. I like that there's that flexibility with makeup, is that it's not really a mistake. You're not really making a mistake. And apparently I do have a cheekbone, a natural sort of line. I never thought I did, and then started doing this and I found it. I found here, look, there. It's actually there. If I never had that before. It might be because I've lost nearly 2 stone that has become more visible. I don't know. But I like it. It's quite fun to have it. No, where that spot is, it really needs blending. Yeah, be really aware to blend everything. But before I do that, so the next thing I do is take my, I love this brush so much. This is this tapered highlighter brush, and I do use it for highlighter. And I take this gorgeous highlighter here. Now, it's not the most finely milled. It's got a little bit of bump, which is annoying. You know, when you look at the pan, if I show you this, I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, sort of bumpy. But if you just work with it, it gives you the most amazing highlight. Such a look at that. Oh my goodness. It's so amazing. I was watching Emily Noel, and she said about using a highlight that isn't too shimmery. So this is definitely a highlight, but it's not too much. Look, well, it is when you move your face. But it's not like the silver that's in here. It's not like this, you know, which is really, really, really bold. And so she sort of suggests like putting that down the middle of your nose, on the top of your Cupid's bow. And then if you want to, sort of in the middle of your forehead here, which I do, but I'd never put it on my chin. I always use, see this highlighter here, which is literally a matte highlighter. I use that on my chin, because otherwise it looks like I've dribbled. Don't ask me why. So I just use that gorgeous, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, you can really see it when I move my face, but it also isn't too, you know, intense. And then I'm going to use the blush that I've got with me, and I've chosen this one. It's called Cameo Pink by H&M. It literally is the most stunning natural colour, and I'm using the, I think it's the powder blush brush. These are so lovely, and I'm just putting that lightly on top of that highlighter. Only lightly, but only where the balls of the cheeks are. And like I say, Emily Noel sort of taught me how to do this, so we blame her for whether if it goes wrong. And then, just to sort of top it all off, she does say, and I do copy, to put the really bright highlighter just at the top. So I'm going to use that intense white one just at the top here, just to make it just stand out just a little bit. And then taking my big brush that I used for my powder, just going to blend it all out. It's really funny, it looks really intense there, but in my mirror it doesn't at all. I can't even see. It's just so weird on camera. It looks really intense. I wonder if that's because I've got a light shining on my face. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm loving it. Whatever. I think it looks so much more natural in the camera. Isn't that strange? I've also realised that I've forgotten something else, so just bear with me. Not a lot of filming time left, to be honest, so I need to be a bit quicker. I'm not being very quick at all. For this, because I'm using a matte eyeshadow palette, I'm going to use Painterly by MAC as my eyeshadow base. Oh God. Oh, this is awkward. Let's find, there we go. So I use a sponge tip applicator, move it around the pot, and then I just use that all over my eye. Painterly is exactly the same colour as my skin. It's so weird. Really, really bizarre. Very, very smooth, really creamy. It's more creamy than the colour tattoos are a bit moussey. Sort of, like gel-like. I don't know how to describe it. This is really creamy. So it's a bit thinner. It feels a bit thinner consistency. The colour tattoos can be slightly thicker. So I've just put that there, and then I'm going to do the same, like use the edge of this sponge and put that under my eye here. And the same on this side. I'm going to put money on it that you guys are going to say, get closer to the camera. So I think I will do for the actual eye look. So let's start with that then. Oh goodness, where's the, there it is. Okay, so today I'm going to use the Essential, is it called the Essential Mattes? Yes, Essential Mattes 2 Redemption Palette. And I already used this the other day. I'm in love. I think it's stunning. It's so easy to use this palette. Very neutral, very matte, but lovely and, well, I want to say it's warm toned, but there's some really cool tones in there, like this one in particular. It reminds me of a matte version of Naked 3, so it's quite cool. God, without my glasses, I just can't see an actual thing. So I'm going to take this light pinkish shade here. Oh, let me get in really close for you. This is so hard to do. Right, taking that light pink shade, and I'm just going to put that over the brow bone. Using my Eco Tools large brush. I don't know what it's even called. Not entirely sure. And then I'm going to take... Oh, this is so difficult because I can't see. Orcs. And then I'm going to take this brush from Real Techniques, the base shadow brush, and I'm going to take, oh my goodness, this is really hard to do, so I'll get in as close as I can. I'm going to take the sort of coolest, well, I'll start with this one, this camel colour here, and I'm going to put that lightly in the crease, just as a transition shade. I did this last time. Or is it the camel colour? No, that's not it. Oh, I can't see anything. There we go, that camel colour there. That's the wrong colour, the one that I just picked up. So just in windscreen wiper motions, just putting that in the crease. And then I'm going to take the darker shade, the darkest brown that's in here, like the darkest, warmest brown. And I'm just going to put that here into the crease. Just in this corner here. And the same for this side. Oh, man, I just love this look. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to use my flat paddle brush, which, there it is. Oh, that's good. That's handy. I can see it. And I'm going to use the lightest colour in here, which is this sort of very light cream. I hope that I've got enough time to do this. If it gets 25 minutes, then you'll see. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. Oh God, it's so pretty. Doing that sort of really light matte lid is really, it just makes your makeup look so flawless, and it looks like it's really well done, I think. Just popping that there in the crease, on the lid. I just love it. Taking that brush again. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, this isn't good. I'm losing things, or putting things down and losing them. And now I've just wrecked all my nail varnish as well, so that's no good either. Oh, Leah, you silly girl. Bear with me. I found it, I was sat on it. So I'm just going back in with that gorgeous brown colour and just going into the outer V with that. Just here, if you can see, just sort of on the outer V only. And then I'm going to take this darker colour here, this third one from the end. I'm just going to deepen this up a bit. The matte shadows by Makeup Revolution are literally my favourite. They're so good. And actually these ones aren't even that powdery, which I like. And then I'm going to blend it out with my blending brush. Just going to blend that all together. Same on this side. I just love this look. I love it. So pretty. Taking the flat paddle brush again and going back in with that light cream, just to really give it that pop. Same on this side. Really give it that pop. Beautiful. And then I'm going to take that darker shade that I've just used under my eyes, on the top of my eyes. I'm going to use it under my eyes when I find the brush. I keep reaching down because my brushes are on the floor. Where's my brush? There it is. Taking that darker brown colour, and I'm just going to use that on the outer part underneath. And I'm also going to use it on the top here as a bit of darkness. I will be putting eyeliner on, so this is just on top of sort of what I'm going to be using. Oh, this is so hard to like do the mirror, do the everything else. Oh, typical. I didn't do what I normally do and tap it off. That's my own fault though, really, isn't it? As you all know, I should be tapping it off. That sounds really rude, doesn't it, tapping it off? Does sound rude, doesn't it? It's not just me. Just going to use that on the top here and just make sure it's even with this one. And then I'm going to take that light pink colour that I used on my brow. Oh, I'm just going to use this as mirror and put that underneath the eye there, just to widen it up slightly. I find that works best for me, putting a lighter colour here. There we go. It looks like that. And then I'm going to pause this because we're at 30 minutes and I'm going to put on my eyeliner. So I've winged out that eyeliner. It's not too thick a wing, just a small one. It's not as big as I've done before. And then I'm going to use the H&M long length mascara. What's it called? High and Mighty, I think. Love this mascara, especially since it's dried out a bit. It's really made it lovely. I am actually going to pause again because this takes a lot longer than necessary. mascara done, and finally I'm going to use the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Damsel. This is so nice. It's like not black, it's like a dark brown, and I feel like this really is one of the best eyeliners I've ever used. I feel like they're really excellent in the waterline. Yes, they're not easy to wind back down once you've wound them up. I don't know why. But I feel like a dark brown works really nice in my eyeline when I'm trying to make a darker look without making it too, you know, black. I think it just looks so nice. It really widens my eyes as well. Just going to try and tightline. I find it easier to tightline on the right than the left. I'm not sure why. This is so hard doing it this side. There we go. So that is the finished eye look. I really feel like it brightens my eyes up, like makes them really pop. Gives it that poof. Anyway, finally the lipstick. Just bear with me. And I'm actually using a lip pencil with this because I'm using So Cocoa. And I'm going to be doing an ombre sort of look. Attempting to. So I'm going to take this on a lip pencil. And, oh, where's my mirror gone? Here we go. And I'm going to line the lip. With So Cocoa. And, oh, this is going to take so long and this video is going to stop. So I'm going to just pause it. So I've sort of lined the lips with So Cocoa. It is quite dark. But with a lip pencil, it actually works really nicely. And then I'm going to take, oh man, seriously? Oh, there we go. This orange, beautiful orange colour called Sweet Nectar. And I'm going to put that on the centre. And I'm going to use the lip brush for this as well. Oh, I should have wiped that clean. Oh well, be fine. Like so. Mixed together, they make a sort of really nice orangey red. Just going to take more of So Cocoa. I'm probably going to try and get out the bullet. Oh, I'm so worried that this is going to end. If it does, please subscribe. This is the last bit. There we go. A little ombre orange lip. And also, just to finish that off, I'm going to place a little bit, because it's going to finish, of lip gloss in the middle.